Well, first of all, I want to say heartiest congrats to all. Heartiest congrats to all you guys and all that work you do. And when I first heard of community first responder programs, I thought, you know, that's a great idea, but how can you sustain that level of commitment? And you have, and it's grown, and that's amazing. I'd also like to say my heartiest congrats to all the guys here that have organised this phenomenal event. I'm absolutely blown over by it. Yeah. And it sounds like it's a venue like the RDS next year. Wow. From my own perspective, my background is cardiac nurse, but there were two light bulb moments in my life in relation to developing my passion for CPR and dealing with the problems of cardiac arrest. And one was when I realised that people were dying from cardiac arrest, and not because they had a bad heart, but they were dying from this dreadful arrhythmia, crazy rhythm called ventricular fibrillation, and that we could treat it very easily with the defibrillator. And then the second light bulb moment was that despite high tech, as I thought then, and look how techie things have got nowadays, still, as the kids in the video said, all you need are just two hands. All you need is one other person who's willing and will use their two hands, and that can keep somebody else alive. We've had an inspiring day. We heard from Eugene and Cahill, Eugene on video, and we saw the effectiveness of early CPR and early defibrillation in terms of real human people. And as Cahill stressed, that shouldn't be considered lucky, and it shouldn't be down to luck. Richard and Peter emphasised preparedness, that we are prepared. And I thought what Lisa, the second Lisa who spoke from Scotland, that we should get to a situation where it's not luck if you happen to be resuscitated by somebody, but that there should be an expectation that if somebody collapses in front of you, you must do CPR. You would be expected to do CPR. And as Richard and then Peter spoke about being prepared, and I loved Richard because I'm a mad cyclist, so I loved when he quoted, you know, British cycling and spoke about marginal gains. And we have seen lots of examples, Bridget and the schools programme and the Lisa this morning and David, on little things we can do to get those marginal gains that may lead to improved survival. Martin Quinn then this morning gave us the facts. CPR rates are increasing. More people are being defibrillated before the EMS arrives, and we have increased survival as a result of that. And again, something that really resonated with me, and I think I said it earlier, was the fact survival has gone up. Is it from 5.2 to 6.7%, and 1.5% increase in survival means over 30 lives saved. And 30 lives saved, that, when you think of the impact that those 30 people have on their friends and families, that's, you know, that's a huge thing, a huge result. And then, you know, I hope you realise how much you're appreciated by the general public, but also today you heard how much you're appreciated at the top level in the HSE and in the National Ambulance, Tony O'Brien and Martin Dunn this morning. I've been to a couple of the workshops. I couldn't get to them all. I thought they were terrific, and I'm sure you found them really, really helpful. And then again, Siobhan spoke about the strategy, and I think that's a really important way that we will be able to identify how we can achieve those really, really important marginal gains. And really, that's all I have to say, is just congrats to all. Keep it up, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. When we were asked to sponsor this at Council, it was one of the first decisions we had to make, and for me, it was a complete no-brainer. So, heartiest congrats to all.